What's in a Name? A book of name jokes by Jill L. Donahue. Illustrated by Zachary Trover. What do you call a woman who loves to gamble? Betty. What do you call a girl with a golden tan? Amber. What do you call a man who loves to work on old cars? Rusty. What do you call a man who is an underwater spy? James Pond. What do you call a boy who lives on a dirt road? Dusty. What do you call a boy who sits on top of a present? Bo. What do you call a man who builds railroad tracks? Spike. What do you call a woman who studies weather and the wind? Gale. What do you call a man who raises bees? Buzz. What do you call a girl who wakes up before the sun rises? Dawn. What do you call a girl who lives on a narrow street in the middle of the block? Alley. What do you call a boy who gives away a lot of money? Grant. What do you call a woman who is good at fixing flat tires? Erin. What do you call a girl who likes to touch all of the animals at the zoo? Pat. What do you call a man who always cuts himself shaving? Nick. What do you call a girl who collects coins? Penny. What do you call a boy who wants to be the head of a college someday? Dean. What do you call a kid who lives on the highway? Lane. What do you call a woman who is always happy and cheerful? Mary. What do you call a boy who is good at mending clothes? Taylor. What do you call a girl who is very beautiful and sparkly? Crystal. What do you call a boy who likes to make his bed every day? Tucker. What do you call a man who has a lot of money? Rich. What do you call a boy who lies in the sun all day? Tanner. What do you call a girl who hangs on the mantle at Christmas time? Holly. What do you call a boy who is very tall? Miles. What do you call a man who gives a lot of support to people? Kane. What do you call a man who can do almost anything he wants to? Abel. What do you call a girl who is most active after dinner? Eve. What do you call a boy who has a very loud voice? Mike. What do you call a woman who gives her stuff to other people? Sharon. What do you call a boy who loves to eat cheese dip? Chip. What do you call a boy who lives in a mine? Cole. What do you call a boy who likes to jump rope? Skip. What do you call a girl who loves cats? Kitty. What do you call a boy who writes on the wall? Mark. What do you call a girl with very pink cheeks? Rosie. What do you call a boy who loves to throw things? Chuck. What do you call a boy who races go-karts? Carter. What do you call a girl who has words on her front and on her back? Page. What do you call a boy who lives in a tree? Leaf. What do you call a boy who can't draw very well on his own? Trace. What do you call a boy who likes to make pottery? Clay. What do you call a woman who is worth a lot of money? Jewel. What do you call a boy who has dishes stacked on top of him? Tray. What do you call a man who takes other people's things? Rob. What do you call a girl who lives in France? Paris. What do you call a man who drives a big car that carries lots of passengers? Van. What do you call a boy who runs after people all the time? Chase. What do you call a woman who loves rainy weather? Misty.